Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see who comes in. This is a random live here. Let's see who comes in. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Thought I would come on here for a little while because I haven't been on in so long. I'm sorry, I've been on Substack a lot. So if you'd like to join us today, and let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, because I don't know if you can hear me or not. I see a couple people here. Hello. Hello. We're going to talk about what enlightenment isn't, which is an article that I just wrote this weekend. So let me know if you. Oh my gosh! Look, it's Tiffany. It's Tiffany. You can hear me fine? Good. Great. I love it. We can't play music here, but we haven't gone on YouTube Live in a long time. So I figured we should probably do that. We should probably do that. Let's see if this needs to go down a little bit. No, that's right. Too bright. How is everyone doing today? How are you? We're going to take a moment and we're just going to breathe in a second, but we will do that in a second. And yeah. How are you? Hello, friend. Happy surprise. You can hear me. All right, everybody. Let's start with doing just a couple of 5 minutes of silent breathing. I think that'll be good to start off with while people come in. So let's take a few deep breaths. All we're doing is breathing here. That's all we're doing is just breathing. That's it. That's it. Okay? All right. So here we go. I can't play music. I don't understand. I don't. Whatever. I don't understand. I see other people playing music on YouTube, and I'm like, how do you do that? But I'll find out more. All right, so here we go. Let's take a few minutes just to breathe. Why don't we do this? Let's do this. Hold on, everybody. Let's do this. Maybe this will work. Where is it? Okay. So we'll just take a few minutes and breathe. While I set this up. Oh, we have to reinstall this? Reinstall this? Interesting. Okay. And hello, replay viewers. You're probably watching this going, what's happening? I'm reinstalling my timer here because we can have a little timer. You might not be able to hear it very well, but that's okay. Okay. Another creator said in her live, there's royalty free. Yes, I do. That's right. There is for sure. And I have some. So, come on, let's just do this. Welcome back. Yeah. Oh my God, can I just, whatever. Please. Oh my gosh, just let me go back. No. Oh my gosh, whatever. Oh my God, this is just horrible. Oh my God. Come on. This is just crazy. Hold on. Okay, let's do this. Can I just skip? Can I just get to my timer? Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness, they've changed this all around. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, 5 minutes. Here we go. 5 minutes. Wait, where's my bells? Okay, here we go. Let's breathe. Let's breathe, everybody. Just breathe and just stop. That's all. Take a few deep breaths. Open your eyes when you're ready. Okay. And the lights are flashing. We have flashing lights. Let's try to make those a little less flashy. Come on, flashy lights. There we go. All right, everybody. Good morning. I wanted to jump on here because we haven't been here for a while. So it was very last minute. And so I see that Tiffany's here, and I think there's someone else here. If there's anything with the audio or the video that's not working, please let me know. Please let me know. And we do talk back and forth here. So if there's anyone else that would like to say hello, we would love to talk. So I want to try to start doing some more of these. That's for sure. So we will figure that out. So today I want to talk about, and I want us to have a conversation We want to have a conversation, right? We want to talk about, of course, what we talk about here is abiding non-dual awareness. Abiding non-dual awareness, that's what we talk about here. And that comes in many different forms, And one of the things that I wanted to cover today is that I just wrote an article this week about what enlightenment isn't. What enlightenment isn't. There's a lot of things that people will think enlightenment is and whatnot, but I want to talk about what enlightenment isn't. As long as I can get to there it is. Okay. All right. So I have the article here. So we're gonna go over this article. Okay. But first of all, how are you doing, everybody? How are you? I had a dream last night. It was this morning, I think, that I lost my phone. That I had lost my phone, and my character was in a panic about losing its phone. It was a whole thing. I'm not going to read too much into it. I think I know exactly what it's about. My email. I have like 3 different emails, and the emails aren't syncing up on the phone. So I need to call GoDaddy today, and I got to figure some things out today. But I think it was because of that. Because before I went to sleep, I was trying to do the emails, and they wouldn't come back. It would they wouldn't delete. They'd just like stay, and they'd stay. So yeah. So I had that going on, and I was like, oh God. So this morning I woke up and I was just like, where am I? What's going on? How am I doing? So there's that. But yeah. Tiffany's probably the only one here, but that's okay. Because you can watch this on the replay. There's just a couple things we're gonna go over today that I want to cover with you. If you're not on Substack, then definitely get on Substack. The link is here in my bio here. So get on Substack because that's where this article that I'm going to be referencing is. Okay? All right. So I start out the article by saying enlightenment is probably one of the most misunderstood concepts. It really is one of the most misunderstood concepts because as soon as your character decides that it's going to get spiritual or it's going to wake up or it's going to find something, it goes under the category of being enlightened. Like, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be enlightened. That's what's going to happen. Now, there's nothing, as we always say with non-duality, there's nothing right and there's nothing wrong at all. There's nothing right and there's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just what the character does in the dream. What your character, Joe's character, Tiffany's character, Max's character does in the dream. And what they do is they try to, I don't want to blow it at the beginning, but what the character is trying to do is trying to get somewhere. The character is not okay. It's not okay. So it is compelled to try to get somewhere. And there's a big, huge carrot in front called enlightenment. And it's like saying, okay, once you get this, then everything's going to be this. So the character goes, I got to get that. It's kind of like the idea of when you decide that you have to be careful with this, because I also have to be very mindful of what's happening in the dream and what's happening in truth, right? So in the dream, the character is always operating from a lack, always, right? If you don't know, welcome to everyone that's new, and please say hello in the chat. I would love to hear from you. If you don't know, I'm a 40-plus year teacher and student of A Course in Miracles, right? So the Course in Miracles is something that is a pathway to reminding about the truth, about somehow seeing what's happening in the dream state, and then having, I will say, some kind of experience of the truth, right? So what the Course in Miracles is doing is it's trying to help you to get there, really. But the truth is there's nowhere to get, because the character is always working from a deficit. It's always working from, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not enlightened enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not, you're just never enough. It's never enough. So you have to find somewhere to get. And that's what we would call, in spiritual circles sometimes, people would call enlightenment. So there's enlightenment. So you're going to get to the enlightenment place. You know, just think about all of the traditional iconography of the person sitting cross-legged on the top of the hill, waiting to wake up, right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. If that is what's being pulled towards, sure, go for it. But what I want to talk about today is, in this article, I'm talking about how your character is trying to alter the character, so you have a better experience of the dream. Now, the problem is it's a dream. So it's a dream. It's like what I just said. If you weren't here earlier, I was saying that I had a dream that I lost my phone. And in that dream, I was panicking. Like, I wasn't like, but I was like, inside I had that, something's bad. Because, and that's a lack right away. No phone equal, but it could be a million reasons why that happened. I think I know what the reason, but it doesn't even matter. But the character falls into this trap that the dream is real, right? So if your character is in this dream world and then says, oh, okay, I want to change the dream, all you're doing is changing the dream. You're not really you're not really doing anything about being here instead of being in the dream, in the film. So you're in the film, you're in the movie, right? But you don't think you're in the movie. Just like I had this dream last night, and I can definitely do what's it called, lucid dreaming. But there's points in it that I was like, this is real. Otherwise, I was like, oh, I'm dreaming. Oh, well, this isn't real. This is just a dream, right? So as I'm doing that, I'm thinking that it's all real. Now, just pull back a little bit and look at your whole existence. Your whole existence is that exact same thing. So in the dream, the character is like, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to wake up. Nothing's wrong with that. If there's a waking up, it is usually in the dream, but there's no character. The character is a character. It's not the truth. The truth is here. This isn't real, but the truth is over here. And then the dream is over here. Right. And so you think that this is real. It's not real. This is real. But this over here is nothing. The nothing is the everything. Right. There's no lack over here. Remember, I was saying there's a lack. There's a lack in here. You got to get here. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's a continual search. It's trying to find it, trying to get there. Right. So in the dream, you try to wake up. That's not what enlightenment is. That's not enlightenment. Because why? You could have a mystical experience, what we talk about. You could have a mystical experience where things are like, oh, I have a oneness and everything is amazing and it's beautiful and it's incredible. And you have this mystical experience of incredible heights and beauty and all this other stuff. And then it goes away. And then you're right back to where you started. Why is that? Because a mystical experience is not enlightenment. And then the character really gets on board of like, oh, now I have to repeat that mystical experience, because obviously I was woke I was woke from then. So now I have to get back to that place. Does that make sense, everybody? So now I have to get back to that place to recreate that mystical experience. And then when I create that mystical experience, then I'll be back woke again. That is not at all abiding non-dual awareness. That might be glimpses of some non-dual awareness, but it's not abiding non-dual awareness. What is abiding? Abiding is it never changes. It's always the same. What's always the same? From the analogy I said, this is always the same. So this over here is always the same. It never, there's no change. There's no time. There's no beginning. There's no end. Oh my God, I have to blow my nose. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. I can feel that coming. Sorry, everybody. I can feel that coming. Sorry. So over here, nothing is happening. But this is everything. But over here, in here, there was a character that needed to sneeze. Over here, there's no character that needs to sneeze. Right? So your identification with the character is the only thing that ever is going to want to wake up or have a spiritual awakening or have some kind of an experience. Experience happens in the dream, in the movie. Experience doesn't happen out here. Why does experience not happen out here? Why? Because experience only happens to a character, and there is no character. Take a deep breath. Welcome in, everybody. We're talking about what enlightenment isn't. So if you'd like to say something, you can say whatever you want to say here. It's all open. Try to be kind. You can ask questions. You can totally disagree with what I'm talking about here. Or just ask anything or say anything in the chat. I would love to see you. Love to talk to you. So enlightenment isn't like getting to a mystical experience and then saying, oh, I got there. Oh my gosh, this is so great. There's nothing wrong with mystical experiences at all. Nothing at all wrong with a mystical experience. It's just not an awakening. Because there is no awakening. Because the character will never awaken. It's really simple. And it's really easy. So all this searching and all this trying is fun while you're in the dream. I often compare it to the ant farm, right? So it's the ant farm. It's the running around the ant farm, trying to find something, trying to be something, and thinking in the ant farm, all those little ants think they're actually doing something, but they're just between two pieces of plexiglass, and they're just going around the same thing, doing the same thing. Why are there so many? This comes from Jed McKenna, and when I first read this, I was like, oh, that's so true. Why are there so many spiritual people and so few people are really awake? Why? Why would that be? Because the character, the separated self, the ego, is the thing that's on the spiritual journey. That's it. So, if anything, as the Course in Miracles would say, I need do nothing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to read a Course in Miracles, that's for sure. You have to meditate more. Although reading the Course in Miracles can help. Stopping the insanity of the character's brain can help, right? But you don't have to do anything. Because there is nowhere where it's not. There's no awakening because you're already in the water. It's like we use this all the time. It's like the Japanese koan. Tell the fish to find the water. The fish is like, I'm in the water. That's the point. It's like me right now telling all of you, oh, go find the oxygen. Go find the oxygen. You better find it. Because if you don't find it, you're going to die. That doesn't make sense. The oxygen is happening. The oxygen is happening. You're already there. It's already happening. Most people don't want to hear this. They want, and it's not their fault, because most people are operating from a character that's operating from what? From lack. So it's operating from lack, and then all it's doing over and over and over is trying to fill the hole that they think they lack. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not spiritual enough. I haven't seen the face of God yet. If that's what you believe. And that's a whole story in itself, right? So enlightenment isn't having a mystical experience. Enlightenment isn't suddenly knowing something. Enlightenment doesn't happen to a character, doesn't happen to you. It won't happen to you. So the longer that you keep trying to get your character to become spiritually awake or have enlightenment, whatever the hell you want to call it, the more that you're reinforcing the same thing. You need to do nothing. You need to do nothing. Anyone want to say anything? I'm going to look a little bit more here. I'd love to hear what you have to say, so we can have a conversation. You can put that whatever you want to in the chat there. One thing I want to say while you're thinking about typing something is I definitely want to really stress this how-to culture that we have. How to get rich, how to be successful, how to become enlightened, how to whatever. The how-to situation is what's, now hear me very clearly. In the world, you can learn how to speak French. Nothing wrong with that. You can learn how to lose 10 pounds. Nothing wrong with that. You can learn how to calm your mind if that's what you want. But that has nothing at all to do with what we're talking about. Because what we're talking about here is so close you can't even see it. It's so obvious because the character does not want to let go of the striving for something, the striving to get there, the striving to do something, the striving to be something, right? There's nothing, like I said, nothing wrong with saying, oh, I want to learn French. Oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. Da, da, da. The equating of that to the truth about who you are, because remember, the truth is here. It's everything. And then what you think you are is this little thing in a little movie, right? Tiffany says, coming out of religion, I need to do nothing was hard to grasp, then so freeing to grasp. That's right. So much. Listen, we're not going to bash religion here, but can you hold on 1 second? Hold on. Just need to shut this. It's driving me crazy. We're not bashing religion here, but religion tends to come from the place of something's wrong and you need to deserve to go to that place and not go to that place because everything is conditional, right? So everything is conditional. You have to do this and don't do this. Do this, but don't do that thing. The assumption is, I'm going to show you how to get to heaven. There's two different things. There's two major problems with that. First of all, it's assuming that you're not in heaven already. That's one. The second one is, yeah, that's bad. That's exactly right. And so it's assuming that you're not already in heaven. And the next assumption is that there is heaven. And then the next assumption is that heaven is a place that you should be instead of here, right? I mean, it goes on, and also it's assuming that you, this is so true. Most religion, not all, and listen, this is a blanket statement. Most religion will tend to tell you you're not good enough, and something is inherently wrong. That's called original sin. So when there's original sin, you were just born and you're like, oh, I got screwed because I got born and something's wrong with me. So what do I have to do now? How do I change that? Oh, we know. Come to this and do this and then do this and then do this. And then at some point you will have earned enough brownie points to go there instead of there. Right? Mm-hmm. And you can't even fix it. That's exactly right. You can't fix it. Mm-mm. Nope, you can't. You definitely can't fix it. You have to rely on someone else to fix it. Then you have to tell all of your evil thoughts and how bad you are and all that stuff. This is not enlightenment. This is staying within the dream. You might have a happier dream. That's fine. That's fine. But here's the deal. It's all still a dream. Now, if you're new here, since I don't see anyone else saying hello, I'm not going to bite if you say hello. If you're new here, just know that this is not about judging at all. This is only about looking at how it works. And if you're new here, you might be thinking, well, this guy's crazy because, yeah, in the dream, I just had an accident. In the dream, there is a political situation. That's right. It is happening. We're not saying that none of that is happening. It's happening in the dream. In the dream. It's very much like playing a game. So when you and your friends decide to play Monopoly and you all hang out and you get some drinks and you hang Monopoly and you're laughing and you're playing or whatever it is, there's a reality happening in the game. You lost Park Place, you're going to jail, you're the one that's the banker, blah blah blah. There's a reality in the game. But the reality is that you and your friends are sitting outside playing a game. You, in this analogy, you and your friends are truth or freedom. It's not exactly that, but I'm just trying to tell you. Are truth or freedom, and then that is not. That's the illusion. The game of Monopoly is the illusion. All of you would agree right now that if you start to play, well, there's the game of life. So there's the game of life and play. It's like thinking, oh, Monopoly is my real life. The game of life is my real life. No, it's not. But but you are playing a game. You are playing a game. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's like in the dream, I would say, if you break your arm, you can choose to acknowledge it and say, I broke my arm and I should probably go get a cast. Or you can be like, this is just a dream. I didn't break my arm. Or this is just a dream, blah, 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 blah. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. So there is an acknowledgement that's what's happening in the dream. There's never, ever here in our talks, ever an acknowledgement that, how do I say this? I'll just say that that's not happening because it is happening in the dream. All right, take a big deep breath. All right. So thanks for coming. I'm gonna wrap up now. So, but I'm definitely gonna be looking at coming on here a little bit more. So I'm also well, Good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. If you would like to make sure that you're subscribed here, I would love that. I'm going to be working this week on figuring out different schedules, but Substack, I am on Substack Tuesdays through Saturdays. So please go to my Substack if you're not already there. And you can become paid member. We get special things. And so I want to work on here and on there and get a little bit more sophisticated of doing kind of both. Okay? All right. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your attention. I know that it's a lot to listen to sometimes. And sometimes you're like, I get it. He talks about the same damn thing all the time. Well, on some level, of course I'm talking about the same thing because there is only one thing. There's duality, and then there's truth. So this character is always going to be talking about those two things on some level. Okay, everybody? All right. Well, it was great to have you here. Please put comments below. Ask any questions. I will definitely be on it to make sure that you got your questions answered. And I would love to hear that. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks for being here, and have a great rest of your Monday. And for sure, I'm going to do this on Mondays, I think, because Mondays is a light day for me. Sunday's my day off. Monday's light days for me. So I'm probably going to come on here on Mondays. So I'll let you know. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I want to see one thing. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I see that. Okay. So I will see you later, alligators. And yeah. Okay. Mondays with Facts. All right. I love you. And thank you for hitting the thumbs up. If you can hit thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. That helps me too. And I'll talk to you later. Au revoir.